Namaste and welcome back to Concepts with Karan. I've been reading and listening to a lot of podcasts, one particular subject, which is just recently concluded, which is the Davos Summit, which happens annually. It has all the political bigwigs and corporate CEOs across the world who come out there and speak about their views around the world and how they expect the world to progress over the next few years. This time in particular, Davos में जितने भी CEOs और जितने भी political leaders आए थे, उनके जितने भी talks थे, उनको मैंने बहुत ध्यान से सुना because the people who had come were extremely important. For example, the CEO of Bank of America, CEO of Morgan Stanley, CEO of large multinational companies, representation by very serious political leadership across many countries, massive representation from India, equally large representation from China this time. So, but एक common thread था, जो theme एक common थी between all politicians and corporate CEOs. What keeps them awake at night is what is happening with geopolitics across the world. And ये shift मैंने बहुत recently देखा है that over the last 2 to 3 years, this has become a central theme of most planners and strategic thinkers. So जो CEO होते हैं या फिर जो political leadership होती है, their main agenda is to draft the course of the future. बट अगर यही लीडरशिप और अगर यही जो पॉलिसी मेकर्स हैं उनका ही सेंट्रल ऑब्जेक्टिव इज टू कीप ट्रैक ऑफ व्हाट्स हैपनिंग इन जियोपॉलिटिक्स, इट जस्ट शोज दैट सडनली इट्स नो लॉन्गर अबाउट टेकिंग देयर कंट्री अहेड or helping alleviate poverty, etc. What's really concerning them is what's happening in the world and then its impact on their respective nations and their companies. This shift is very serious. This shift is very palatable. It's just in your face. And the reasons for it are numerous. Of course, there are wars being fought. There are multiple wars being fought. And then its impact on things like supply chain, interest rates, capital markets, raising money, and finally their impact on people's lives. अगर आप cascading effect देखो, it starts as if it's a political decision, but it affects everyone's lives right to the person like you and me. And that is why my suggestion to every senior leadership in people involved in decision making, whether they are CEOs or they are CXOs, is that you have to now start spending, I won't say disproportionate, but good amount of time trying to study what is happening in the world and then take your decisions, because the impact on your firm and finally on your lives is set for the next 10, 20 and 30 years. So start understanding what's happening in the world, take a view around geopolitics and start framing policies accordingly. Thanks.